Hey guys, so for today's video I wanted to talk about the new Nintendo 3DS that was announced from Nintendo in the Japanese Direct last week. And I'm not going to really go into detail about the new features. I'm going to link an article or, a couple articles down below that lets you know about the features and functions. But I just really want to talk about my feelings on the fact that they're releasing a new model of a Nintendo 3DS because I have mixed feelings. So Xenoblade Chronicles is going to be coming to the 3DS, and that's great. But the thing is, they have the new 3DS is what's going to be able to play it. You won't be able to play the old Xenoblade Chronicles on a current model of a 3DS that we have, and it's not going to be coming to North America or any of the other regions until earliest 2015. There's no current plans for 2014. Right now it's coming out in Japan in around October. So currently the 3DS has an install base of around 40 million people, and that is a heck of a lot of people. And it seems like every year they've been coming out with a new iteration of the 3DS, and not each one hasn't been too much different other than, a 3DS to a 3DS XL. The 2DS, has no 3D, so, parents could feel a lot safer for the younger kids if they're not worried about, their eyesight, and, people who want a cheaper option for 3DS. And if, we have Xenoblade Chronicles, and they said that this is going to require the new 3DS, because it'll have extra shoulder buttons. It's going to have a second analog stick for, where I wish I had my 3DS to show you, but here's a picture of the new 3DS that we're getting. It's going to have a analog stick, that the second one we've been wanting for so long. It's going to have, function for the amiibos and just better overall hardware. Now the thing is, if they're going to be creating new 3DS games from now on, they're going to want to use the 3DS that's going to be the most superior and that has the better processing, and you want to make things for the superior model where it's easier to make, more powerful, and you can make better games, and that's a good thing. However, I feel that if you start making exclusive games just that it will only work on the new 3DS, your old one, like the Pikachu 3DS XL that I have, if there are going to be games coming out where I have to upgrade, I have to leave that 3DS XL behind, and it'll kind of be obsolete. And there's a bunch of people that are still getting 3DS XLs and 3DSs and 2DSs that will basically be inferior and obsolete to this new model of the 3DS. I do like, however, that they're showing you can interchange the faceplates, which for me, I'm like, heck yes, because I'll get all the different cases and faceplates to customize my 3DS, because I'm one of those people, I like customization. I like the option. I know some people just get a color and they're fine with it, but I like the option to be able to swap faceplates and stuff. That is cool. That I like, because you'll have this really nice 3DS, you already have it, and they come out this model, and it's like, oh, it's got that cover I like, it's a special edition, I kind of want that. But, that option, I just went on a little tangent. I really like that, though. So do I think this release of the new 3DS model is a good idea? I'm not so sure, because I just feel like maybe it feels like if they're going to be already making a 3DS model that's going to kind of make the older ones obsolete, they might as well make a new generation handheld system. And it's, it's just I feel like I know I'm going to be probably upgrading to it if there is a game that comes out where I have to have the new model. I definitely will probably upgrade, because that's just who I am. I'm a Nintendo player, so I'm going to most likely be updating to the new console when I have to. I don't think I'm going to run out and go get it just because it's available. However, I've been watching opinions from other people about, their videos and what they think of the new 3DS, and I do agree with them, a few of them, that this should have been the 3DS model that we got when the 3DS first came out, with 2 analog sticks, with this higher processing power and just better hardware, because I feel like Nintendo, as much as I love them, and I know that hardware doesn't make the games, it's the games that make the system, worthwhile to buy. Just having the best, most expensive hardware isn't going to mean sales, because if you look at the Vita, while it is superior hardware tech-wise, which I'm not dissing it, I do plan on getting a Vita or a PlayStation TV at the minimum, because I do currently have a PlayStation Vita game and another one on the way that I plan to play. So I do want to get a Vita, but you do see that it doesn't have all the games that, you know, the 3DS has when it comes to like quality titles that are big sellers. I know that there's like a lot of JRPGs on the Vita, and I actually do want to get a Vita because I do want to play some more JRPGs. I do really want to get some of the titles there. But, you know, you could see, you know, if Nintendo just did make a little bit more powerful hardware, I know that the situation for sales probably may be better. I'm not saying I'm an expert on that, but I just wish that, you know, it feels like Nintendo's just making all these tweaks that should have been, you know, there on the 3DS from the very beginning. Also, they have to have a different name than the new 3DS, because that is going to confuse the heck out of people that aren't involved in gaming as me, as many of you are, and a bunch of other consumers. Because like the average consumer that isn't into gaming as much is going to see that and think, oh, I have a 3DS, why do I need to get this new model? And then, you know, if a parent or grandparent buys a game for their kid and they have to have the new 3DS, like the one that's going to be coming out next year, and not the 3DS that they already have, it's going to just be a big confusion and a lot of people complaining. And I just really hope that Nintendo just gives it a name that is not new 3DS, because that just... I'm still going to call whatever it is, I'm just going to refer to it as a 3DS. I don't refer to my 3DS XL as a 3DS XL. I refer to it as a 3DS. So that was my rambling and ranting. I hope this made sense about the new 3DS that's going to be coming out. That was announced in the Japanese Direct. As always, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. You know, let's discuss about it, you know, because I know this kind of just goes both ways. Like, it's kind of like I can see a good mix of people who are happy about this new 3DS and some people that aren't so happy. So let me know what side you're on and just like what are your thoughts. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. It'll let you know when I upload new videos. Also in the description, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram lets you know when I upload videos as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you for my next video. Bye!